life of a hunter. It's not about an end result. It's about an expedition, a journey that leads us into wild places, both near and far. In a time where some believe hunting is not relevant to modern society, we carry the torch and stand on the foundations of those that have come before us. We continue to invest into the ecosystems of which we must sustain. It's an effort to conserve, to provide, and celebrate God's renewable resources.
Hey, 380 plus.
It is our life. It is our passion. And we make no apologies for our God-given right to hunt. Elk conservation in the state of New Mexico dates back over 100 years. After noticing a sharp decline in their population, the Game and Fish made efforts to repopulate the area in 1911. There are now an estimated 80,000 elk in the state. These numbers make New Mexico a popular destination for hunters year after year. And Kenneth can't wait to get back to the state.
That right there, Wild Wild West, that's where we headed. We headed to Taos, New Mexico. We drove to Amarillo, Texas last night, grabbed us a little hotel, got up this morning, ate some eggs and some bacon, and we are now headed northwest towards Taos. We got to get a little goat juice before we get too far off in the mountains right over there. Make sure that we don't want to do no walking before we have to. Whenever I came out here to New Mexico elk hunting, it's the first place that I ever elk hunted out here was over around Angel Fire, so it'd be kind of neat. Kind of like going back home, ain't that what we always say? That little, I kind of like going back home. But we'll introduce Matt into a little bit of the Western culture out here. Maybe that toboggan he's got on turn into a cowboy hat, and them little shoes right there turn into some square-toed cowboy boots. But I doubt it. Okay, on the road.
The remaining stretch of road before getting to camp is filled with scenery straight out of a magazine. From the frozen lakes to the snow-capped mountains, this landscape is what elk hunters dream of. Before arriving at camp, there's one more stop that Kenneth wanted to make that holds a special place in his heart.
We're right outside of Angel Fire, New Mexico, and I've driven by this place right here a bunch of times in my life. It's a Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and it's kind of a special place to me because my dad was in Vietnam in '67 and '68. Luckily, he was one of the ones that made it home, but I've always wanted to stop. Well, this happened to be 2020, which is a crazy year, and it's actually closed, but got a big helicopter here, and it says that the chapel is always open. The museum is closed, so I'm just gonna walk over here and just kind of look and just see. We won't be able to go in the museum, but at least I'll be able to say that I walked up here one time to see what it was like. Coming to a place like this and reading some of this stuff, it's really hits home with me. I'd love to bring him here. I don't know if he'd be able to stand it, to be honest with you, but I promise you the ones that fell over there were his heroes. He'll tell you that. He doesn't consider himself a hero. He considers the ones that didn't come home the heroes. But whenever I get back, I'll be able to show him some of the pictures and what this place is right here. I hate that I didn't get to go inside, but I can only imagine what it holds in there. One of these days I'll be able to come through here and we'll be able to do it. Wow.
The Given Right is being brought to you by Expedition Archery, Element Outdoors, Real Tree, CVA, Hornady, Bare Bones Outdoors, Victory, and Trophy Tree Stands.
Just checking the weather here while we're waiting on Robert. Tomorrow, the low is 5. I ain't saying I'm a wimp, but my first name's not Mark, my last name's not Heck. It's been Kenneth Lancaster all my life. And if you look up in the dictionary, the name Kenneth Lancaster, out beside it, it says, never pass up an opportunity. This is one of my favorite spots right here. I don't want to jinx myself, but the last 2 times during rifle season that I have walked up this hill that we're going up, I shot an elk.
In order to be in position, the guys have a mile hike in before sunrise. As the darkness begins to fade, the eastern sky made it worth all of the trouble.
We made it all the way up to what Robert calls a bowl. I've shot 2 bulls in the past in this area right here. And what we're gonna do, they're not bugling this time of year. Unless you just get lucky and one chuckles or does something. But we're just gonna kind of glass these meadows and little bare spots on the side of this hill right here, mountain. And see if we can catch a bull slipping through the feed. Robert just picked his binoculars up and saw an elk move through the trees on the far side over there. I'm trying to find him again now.
After watching the cows feeding, Kenneth catches a glimpse of a bull higher up on the ridge. As the herds move off, it's clear that there are elk in the area. It's also clear that they weren't the first ones to ever hunt around here.
That is gum cool right there.
That's a good size one too.
Yep. What they probably shot elk with, huh?
You think they had a Swagger bipod?
No, absolutely not.
Knowing that hundreds of years ago, there were Native Americans standing in the same tracks that you are, who pursued the exact same game in a humbling experience. All distractions are removed on the side of the mountain, and the same goal is shared so many years later. Hunting is a lifestyle that was around long before us, and it's our obligation to ensure that the future generations share in our passion. The Given Right is being brought to you by Scrape Fix, PFC, Bone Collector Game Calls, Lethal, Sig Sauer, Insights, Dry Shod, and Texas Trophy Hunters.
Today's the day, boys. We got the 2 mats with us, so everyone can get a quarter. I could take 2. You can carry your trophy bull out.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, elated that we have snow, because that's all you've talked about the whole time was us needing snow, and we have it now. So this should be.
We went from warm yesterday dust on the ground to 4 inches of snow in 15 hours.
I love it.
Get it done, huh?
I like it. I like it a lot. Let's do this. We've hiked all the way up here where we saw the cows yesterday. But it's just really, really foggy. We're kind of socked in right here on the far hillside. Really can't see anything other than down in the bottom. But as y'all can tell, we've had a really big weather change. Probably 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground. Really, really good morning. Just gotta find one.
The next several hours were spent covering ground. With no luck on their feet, the guys got back in the Jeep to see if they could spot anything from a distance.
Second afternoon here in New Mexico. This morning was nasty. It was foggy and snowing. We didn't see much at all. But as y'all can tell, this afternoon, it has cleared off and it's beautiful. Not sure what we're gonna do yet, if we're gonna go down in the flats and just glass the flats, or if we're gonna get out and go up towards the bowl where we've been hunting. I'm not sure yet. Talk to Robert and figure it out. But anyway, it's a beautiful afternoon. Look at those mountains over there. Right, the one I saw was right up in the trees. That's the one you saw?
Like where'd you see that?
Up in there.
I saw a bunch of the bottom side.
We pulled in back here, stopped at the corner where Robert always likes to glass. As soon as he picked his binoculars up, bam, he caught elk right here. Down on the lower part, I picked my binoculars up kind of up in these little sparse trees up here, and I seen one walking through the trees coming this way. So we've come down here to the corner and just parked. We're gonna see if we can get eyes on them again and see what they are.
With the herd being in the wide open and no shooters in sight, they did not risk pushing the elk and decided to get back after them the next morning.
We've cut several set of tracks going the way that we're going. There's one set there, one set there, headed that way. Looks better. Just walked up on a cow and a calf going around this rim right here. Looked up and they were just standing right over in the trees. Just gonna kind of keep skirting around. What they're doing is coming up out of these flats, so hopefully we'll cut a bull off coming up. Kind of switching it up this afternoon. We've been hunting down in the flats in the afternoon. Well, this afternoon we decided to come up here and go up to what we call the bowl, or what Robert calls a bowl. Well, it was snowing sideways a while ago, so we just kind of waited it out a little bit and got a little break in the clouds there. It looks like it might give us a little bit, but who knows? We may get up there and it may be snowing sideways and no visibility. We don't know, but there's only one way to find out. Let's walk up there. So we may be walking up there and turn around, walking right back down. I don't know. We're gonna give it a try. That's the bigger one there. I can't tell. He's a shooter. He's a big body bull. We tried to make a move on them. They were 600 something yards from us. And we tried to make a move and get around on them. We got around here. And by the time we got around here and got into what we thought was rifle range and got down, they were gone.
After multiple unsuccessful days in sub-zero weather, it's easy to start feeling defeated. With the knowledge of where these bulls were tonight, the plan was to set up on this bowl tomorrow morning after daylight. The Given Ride is being brought to you by Reveal, Swagger, Vision Bikes, Tacticam, Thorn Broadheads, Big and J, Crescent, and Caveman Gear. The last 3 days have been filled with encounters, and each day feels closer than the last. With sub-zero temperatures, the guys set out for another morning in the mountains of New Mexico.
We're back up on the mountain this morning. Dumped a bunch of fresh snow last night. We're trudging up here, trying to get up here. We've been picking all the way up here. Y'all that know me know I cut my teeth elk hunting with Will Primos, and he's a big Jeremiah Johnson fan. One of his favorite lines was, "You can't cheat the mountain, pilgrim." Well, this morning, that's ringing real true. You can't cheat the mountain, especially when there's this much snow on it. I just hope them elk are off in that bottom over there. We fix it fine now, shortly.
After making a hike to the top, the opportunity that they had been waiting for had finally come.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You see? Straight across. Straight across. You see? Where's he at? Oh, yeah. There's two.
Second one.
Yeah.
You haven't treats yet?
Which one?
Second one.
Oh, yeah.
There's just two, right? Yeah. Here he comes and step up.
Are you on him?
They're both like that.
You got him mad? You on him? What?
Get down.
Did he fall?
Get down.
Right there?
Get down.
Dude. Holy smokes. Oh. How many days have we come up and down this mountain, man?
Don't talk about it no more.
5 below zero. Christopher, come here, dude. Good job, man.
Congrats.
Oh, holy cow. 387 with a 6.5 Creedmoor. You tell me a 6.5 won't kill an elk.
Who said that?
Not you. Oh, man, what a beautiful day. Cold, windy, snowy.
It's right there.
Right there. I see him laying there. Oh, I've been waiting to see that sight all week. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5. Get over here, buddy.
What a change from day one, huh?
Unbelievable. I mean,
It was 40 degrees, dusty.
40 degrees and
Looked like December.
40 degrees and dusty on the first day, and now we have 10 inches of snow, and I don't know what the temperature is now, but the Jeep showed -5 when we got out this morning. So I am super proud of this elk right here. I can promise you, super proud.
We worked for it.
We worked for it. So, man, I am so tickled. So tickled. Look at that. Woo! Oh, man. Never, ever apologize for your God-given right to hunt. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Robert,
Amen.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I want to see if you got some fire building skills and see if we can build a little fire over here after we gut him. What do you think?
Can't cheat the mountain.
Can't cheat the mountain pilgrim.
When the only priority is getting warm, nothing else seems to matter. Just as the Native Americans who came before hunting these animals, fire becomes an essential tool for survival. The satisfaction received in a moment like this is hard to put into words and makes all of the hard work worth the trouble.
Hard to explain
what it's like when you're up here and it's this cold. Got a bull elk laying right there and a fire going. It's I say it all the time, and it's an old cliche or whatever, but honestly, this is what I read about down in living in Louisiana. When I was a kid, I used to read about this in Field and Stream magazine, sitting on the side of a mountain in the snow with an elk and a fire going. I mean, it just, and to think that I would one day get to experience it is just really surreal. I mean, you know, and we earned this one, Robert. I mean, we put in the miles, and we earned this one.
Put that triangle up.
Yep. Christopher went and got help. Brought the Polaris Ranger in. We're either fixing to drag him out or we're gonna put him in the back. I'm not sure which, but it's sure a fine sight to see that that Polaris come rolling down that hill over there. Look at that, would you? Oh, I like it. Thank you, sir.
Time spent in the mountains is always cleansing for your soul. The lack of distractions enables you to connect with those around you and strengthen friendships, both new and old. It's true when they say you can't cheat the mountains, but that's what lights the fire inside of us and keeps us coming back for more, time and time again. It's also what makes us grateful for our God-given right to hunt.